All right, what's up, guys? This is Insanity. I am here at, what the hell's the name of this venue? I forget.
This is the Cherokee Music Park or something.
Cherokee Music Park. Oh, yeah, that's the GigaFest. God, my brain is fried from being out in the fucking sun all day. I've been running around all day with my daughter. So I have Nate and I have Junior, and apparently they're both Nathan, so they just say Junior. This will then get a little bit confusing for the guys. So how's it been? How's the tour going? I heard you guys, I know you guys played Operation Rockfest a little while ago. What was it like, the energy there, the crowd and everything like that? What was it like playing that event?
Hot. It was hot.
Very, very hot.
We've, it's funny, we all got so sick of snow all winter because winter was tough everywhere we went.
Yeah.
We were so excited about summer, and now all we do is complain about how hot it's been. It's been so hot.
It's been hot as balls, dude. At least it's not like Tucson, Arizona, or like Phoenix where it's like 105, you know?
We drove through Death Valley recently. It was like 120 or something. Just ludicrous hot. Ludicrous hot.
Yeah.
But we love festivals. Festivals are unique shows. You know, we do 5-6 shows a week, mostly club gigs inside. So when you get to get outside and be in the sun and play music outdoors and with a lot of people who are there for the same reason, it's always wonderful.
Yeah, it's good to share, and the fans and stuff get a large mass of people that have the kind of the same goal and the same love for music and everything. So,
and it's great for us. It's a chance for us to meet a whole lot of new people. With any kind of festival like this one, there's 10 bands on it, so you're going to get people who are here to see Trapped, 10 Years, Vera Union, maybe us, and some of the locals as well. So we get to meet a lot of cool people who are going to be exposed to our music, which is great.
Yeah, definitely. Any kind of exposure is always good exposure, I guess. So even if it's bad exposure for some bands, but so you were telling me a little bit. You guys, I forget what day you said, but you guys actually have Mushroom Head. You guys are playing with Mushroom Head.
Monday in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Mushroom Head and El Nino. I guess they have a night off on the Mayhem Fest. Got the day off, so they picked up the show and asked us to open up.
Now, how did it feel when you guys heard that you guys were getting to play a show with? I mean, epic. El Nino and Mushroom Head. I mean, those dudes have been going strong forever. How does it feel?
They're really strong names in the industry. We've looked up to those guys for years, so it's humbling to be able to open for them.
And I bet you guys will meet a whole new branch of audience, get a lot more listeners with that stuff, man. That'll just boost you guys even further.
Yeah.
So since you guys have been with sorry to cut you off there. Since you guys have been with the Lafayette agency, working with Tony, I mean, have you guys pretty much all but like quit your full-time jobs? You guys still doing that pretty hardcore?
Last June, we all just put our old lives away. We quit our jobs. We got rid of everything that we can get rid of, and just went full-time as a band. We did 6 months out. Like we left last June, came home the week of Christmas, went back out the week of the first week of January, and really haven't had any time off since. So the band is our full-time gig now. This is all we do. 5-6 nights a week. We're playing shows.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So what bands have bands have you guys been touring with since you guys have started being road warriors or something like that?
We just are coming off of a tour with Saving Abel, which was totally amazing. They took us around the northwest of the U.S., which was new markets for us, places we couldn't have afforded basically to get to before, like Washington, Oregon, Montana, Wyoming. We did California for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Played in Las Vegas. All these great new spots.
Did you guys play Whiskey?
We did not play the Whiskey. No, we didn't. We played just outside of Los Angeles in Corona at a place called the M15. It was this really sweet venue.
Awesome.
Some great spots. But Tony and Lafayette have made that possible for us, keeping us busy, keeping us out there, hooking us up with bands like Saving Abel, bands like
Those are great dudes. Those are great dudes. A lot of us here, they're awesome too.
Yeah. And we're going to be on tour this October with a band I can't announce yet, but they're very cool, and you'll know who they are. And we're lining up the rest of our year. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty good year for us this year, just like last year was. So.
Awesome, man. Do you guys have any other festivals planned? I mean, until the end of the year, you guys gonna be on any other festivals?
We do. The next one is the Rise Fest in Bismarck, North Dakota. That's going to be August 23rd. And I don't know if that's our last festival for the year. I think there's one more in October, like a Rocktoberfest in South Carolina. But
very cool.
I know Rise Fest, Tantric's on it, Smile Empty Soul, Like a Storm, Another Lost Year, who are great friends of ours. So a lot of cool bands doing that thing.
Yeah, man, you guys are all over the place, and hopefully it's not cold as balls at that damn Bismarck, North Dakota in August. It's 50-50. You guys might be fucking shivering. You might be in full ski gear,
I expected Washington to be cool too. We played outdoor in Yakima. Outdoor Fest was like 105 degrees. That was like 2 weeks ago.
You're like, what the hell is this? I didn't get the memo that Washington was hot, right?
Canada is like right there.
Yeah.
Should
the Great White North, right?
Yeah.
Especially some fucking polar bears. Instead, you there was some desert vultures or something.
This rumor going, we were from Alaska for a long time. We're not from anywhere near Alaska, but a band we went on tour with last year started to rumor that we were from Alaska. So we'd get to shows and they'd say, "Oh, you're that band from Anchorage or whatever."
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're from Sticky, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, really? I forget what part of Virginia you guys from.
We are from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Gotcha. That's near
about
DC,
an hour
right?
North, about an hour south of DC.
Gotcha.
About an hour north of Richmond, like where Lamb of God and Gloire,
Oh, yeah.
those bands are from. So
Oh, yeah,
it's
dude.
central Virginia. Not a great music scene, but a cool place to live, cool people.
I got you, man. Well, yeah, it's yeah, she's from Virginia actually, so there you go.
Nice. What part of Virginia? Like Alexandria, Northern Virginia, or
Well, I'm right south Boston.
okay?
near North Carolina. See,
I got you.
see, I'm getting my daughter in on the act here. See, she's involved in the interview too. How
It's a
awesome is that?
family affair here.
It's a family affair. Hey, cool. You know, hey, we're all big family,
It's
so
not near North Carolina. Well, I don't think Virginia is it?
she's nuts. So what bands? I mean, what bands do you guys have in your sights? I mean, if you could tour with any band, what band would you guys want to see or tour with?
We've all, I think, unanimously agreed that we want to go on tour with a band called Nothing More.
Oh, dude, those guys are badass.
San
Dude, wicked.
Antonio. And we just kind of got into them recently through some people we know, and we think they're on to something cool. We want to be
yeah.
a part of that. But really, you know, we'll tour with anybody. You know, I don't know how to hone it all down, man. Saving Abel tour was amazing for us, and they're like a southern rock band. We're like a Chevelle, Tool kind of metalist
Yeah.
band. So I wasn't sure how the mix was going to be. What a great time! It was so nice to be the heavy part of the show,
yeah.
and then be like the radio part. It was a great part.
And let me ask you something about Saving Abel. What was it like with the new vocalist? I know that Jared Weeks, recently left, and what was it like being on tour with them with the new guy?
I must confess, I didn't know much about Saving Abel before we went on the tour, so I didn't know much about Jared. I knew Addicted and stuff, but my whole Saving Abel experience is Scotty, on vocals, the new guy and stuff, and I think he's great. He's a great dude. And for me, that's Saving Abel. I don't know a lot about their
Gotcha.
past, so I'm a little naive. with regards to
That's all good. I actually know the guys I met, and they're really good dudes and everything. So I'm sure you guys, probably meshed real well with them because you guys have a really good personality. And you guys are really cool down to earth guys. So
We've learned that our personality counts as much as our music.
that is right. Yeah, a lot of musicians miss that. And they're like, they get this attitude, and it's like, dude, don't you know your attitude is like, it's like making your fans not want to be fans. It's like you can't be big douches.
And like tonight at the festival, we'll be at that merch table until the sun goes down, and even beyond that, because that's how we meet new people, and that's how we survive, selling T-shirts and CDs.
That's how I bugged them. I had to capture them and get an interview. I had to tie them down and force them to roll.
Where'd you find this? You found us at the merch table.
That's at the merch table with this guy that looks like he was just looking for some money.
There's some money. Please.
Has some money so I can eat instead of apparently you guys have been eating good, so you guys get Ruby Tuesdays and stuff.
We
instead
did
of,
okay, yeah. We've been eating pretty good this past couple of days, man. But usually it's the Little Caesars ramen noodle, what you can cook yourself kind of diet. So
Yeah, most people, unless you're in a place where it's 120, you can't cook an egg on your dashboard. But in Tucson, Arizona, in the dead of summer, you probably could.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put
yeah.
some aluminum foil on the ground, crack an egg on top of it, you're
There
good.
you go. That's a poor man's breakfast right there, brother man.
you gotta know those tricks, man. You gotta know those tricks.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you guys. I'll get both of you answer this one. Other than being away from your family and friends, what's the single hardest part about touring?
Go for it, man.
This one's a thinker, honestly. It's
Yes, I got you stumped.
Honestly, I think that is the hardest part is, having people that you grew up with and the relationships that you build along the years. All of that stays at home, and then we leave for 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever the case might be, and come back and, the people that we knew back home, their lives have changed.
Yeah, I got
Our
it.
lives have changed. So it's, trying to keep that connection. And honestly, this is a really stressful industry too. You got to be on your toes all the time.
Yeah,
Constantly
definitely.
running, so-
Everything's always changing. You got to be flexible, and it's a very, very cutthroat business. It can be too, because there's always somebody looking to undercut you, especially bands. Bands are just struggling to get get out there.
It's everybody. Dogs got to eat.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Even if it's ramen noodles.
absolutely.
So how's it on like relationships and stuff? Being out here, I mean, if you're in a relationship, how does it look like?
not, but
Well, I mean,
I haven't figured out how to make that juggle personally, so I'm not focused on it right now.
that's good, yeah, because I've heard a lot of horror stories, but I've heard of some people can make it work, but others,
Some
kind of
can,
have some
but-
issues. So what about you? Single part is.
It's easy. I come up with this. People ask this a lot, and my answer is the same. It's loneliness is the hardest part about being on tour. And people go, "You're lonely. You're around people all the time." Yeah, we are. We come to a town, we load in the club, we meet a ton of people, and we disappear.
Yeah.
And we don't see them for 2 or 3 months if we're lucky. We
Yeah.
get to come back. So I know the 2 guys I live in the van with, and that's basically my whole world of people.
Yeah, I
A lot of texts, a lot of emails, but we're lonely people. Like we don't really have the time to connect with folks on that kind of
Yeah.
level. So yeah, relationships.
That's
and
why you
things
have
are-
us people here to do the interviews and then connect with them, right?
For sure, and that we love, and that's I think why I love talking to new people so much, is because it's that human connection that we don't often get in the same way people who live in one area,
Yeah, definitely.
get to experience.
That must be the most rewarding thing, because I've heard some pretty awesome stories about interactions and just how you guys are touching, or how musicians touch people and the fans and stuff. Have you guys have any kind of accounts of like your music, like saving somebody's life or having some sort of real big impact on their life through the music? No.
Yeah, there's I love when people come up and they know our words, they'll sing our words, and even sometimes some of our fans have gotten lyrics tattooed on them and that kind of thing, where it's like, man, that's next level stuff.
Yeah, that's that must be very humbling and make it, despite all the shitty meals you have and stuff, that must make it worth it as a musician.
I even have a post-it note in my wallet from a lady that I met on the road, and she said, "Never lose the dream," and she signed it. It was Pistol Annie, and it was just this weird little note, and I'm like, random lady in some random town took her time to go write me a note, and I'm keeping it. That little reminder when you open your wallet and there's no dollars in it, but you have this little bit of love someone gave you. That's enough to go to the next town and do it again. So loneliness and poverty, I think, are the biggest two things that we face.
That's awesome.
The biggest two struggles.
I got a lot of times I get that answer, or I get finding a good place to take a shit. That's what, like 12 Foot Ninja, and I forget what other bands are like.
I love 12 Foot Ninja.
Those guys are fucking awesome. Well, I actually got into the whole glory hole thing, but we got kids. But talking about nasty glory holes and stuff.
Man, I love those guys. They're one of the funniest bands.
They started out my interview. They said, well, we like to play that would you rather game, and they're like, would you rather like. Well, mine was like, would you rather be like have paper cuts and be dipped in alcohol, or have all your appendages cut off? And they're like, oh, dude, you're brutal. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking metal, dude.
That must be an Australian thing.
It must be, dude.
I'd rather be, because we just got off tour with a band from Australia, and they would say, would you rather be this guy or this guy? And you have to pick which guy.
Oh, what band was that?
The Monks of Melonwa.
The Monks of Melonwa.
From Sydney. Really cool dudes. It's like a Pink Floyd-ish kind of groovy outfit.
I've noticed all those Australians are kind of out there, because like I've never met the guys, but I want to meet like Thy Art Is Murder. And then the guys from like even Delacombe, I know him personally. He's a rock band, but they're also out there, and it's like really
pretty out there.
They are, dude. And I was shocking to them. I was like, I can shock somebody like 12 Foot Ninja. That's awesome, Exactly. So I get the shock factor, because they don't call me insanity for nothing. I guess I'm a crazy asshole. So, nice. But I like you guys. You guys seem kind of nutty too. So that's good.
We learned lately, because this is our whole life now. It's our business. It's our livelihood, that we can't be crazy party animals at all, really, anymore. Yeah. We have to kind of act it enough, to get people into it. But the real tax is we got no crew, no merch support. We're just three guys doing everything on our own.
It's rare to see that too, like three-person band. Well, you guys got a drummer, bassist, and a guitarist?
Guitarist. I play guitar and sing. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
We're just simple arrangements, and it's cheaper to feed us and clothe us,
Well, it's so nice to see that in a land where I see some of these like deathcore, metalcore bands, and they have like 6 or 7 people. It's like, why? I mean, it's cool having 3 guitars, I guess, but I mean, at some point it becomes a little bit obnoxious, doesn't it? I mean,
where's the distinction between what each guy is doing, especially when you got 4 guys playing 8-string guitars?
Yeah. By the way, if you're in a band with 6 or 7 people, I love you.
Yeah, we're not saying.
Please don't hate me. I'm not singling you out. No discrimination. You guys rock, and I want to give you big bear hugs.
We need more 2-piece bands.
Anyways, I'll let you guys go. I know you guys want to get out that hot sun and bake a little bit.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. You guys are going to turn into you look like fucking lobsters. But go ahead and give us your social links.
Sure. We are, so our website is ElisiumRocksHard.com, and that's ELISIUM. Elisium Rocks
For
Hard.
you non-spellers out there.
Right. We're on Facebook.com/ElisiumBand. Our Twitter and our Instagram are both @ElisiumBand.
Cool.
We're on Reverb Nation as Elisium. If you Google it, you'll get some stuff about that Matt Damon movie, the Elysium
Fuck that movie. That movie sucks.
And then you'll see some stuff about us. We got a music video out, a song on XM satellite radio right now. It's called AGV. It's our single.
Yeah, I've got that
so
one.
That's
cool.
how.
It's good song.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're trying to ask people to call and tweet and email Kayla and Rick and Covino, sorry, and try to get that. Get us played on satellite radio.
So you hear that? Hit them up on Sirius XM. Get their shit played. Get them on the Biggins.
That's it.
Get them on the Biggins countdown, man. These guys are true blue road warriors, man. These guys do it right, and go definitely check them out. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time whenever you guys are playing. Hopefully it'll be soon.
Thank you,
Tell Tony I said hi, because he's very busy. He talks to me. He has 2 responses from him, and then he just stops. I guess
he charges me per word now.
must get pretty expensive for a board
it's out
guy.
of control. Yeah. Good thing we make so much money.
Oh yeah, well I appreciate the guy, Junior and Nate from Elisium. Appreciate it. And this is Sandy signing off. Till next time, keep it rocking.